Yeah, what's up with y'all, boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on this beautiful money-making Sunday here at the Pick Dawgz Morning Show. You know the drill, man. We live 365 just to let you guys know our thoughts, opinions, and how we see today's action playing out. Man, right now I'm currently sweating this goddamn Canada USA. We in the third period, about 16 minutes to go. What a sweat. I'm coming off a losing day. I went 2-4 yesterday. I started off 2-0. Everything was looking beautiful. And then all of a sudden, Jalen Green hits the 3 in double overtime. And everything else just goes to shit after that. Yeah, no. Auburn, I thought that was a really good play on Auburn yesterday. They won. They didn't cover. I did cash my play of the day in college hoops for 6 straight. So that was cool with Texas Tech. But looking for a bounce back for myself, man. Money making Sunday. Brian, how you doing today?
Well, 2-3 yesterday. Cashed my titanium on UCLA. Pelicans cashed easy over the Sixers, who are hapless. But overall loss on Auburn. Had a few losses in there. You can't brag about a 2-3 day. But I'm glad that Jovan kicked some ass yesterday. So that's all I'm gonna say about it.
Yes, sir. Jovan, man, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. Had a bit of a good day. 13-7. It started off kind of weak. In the early slate, I took off. What was that winner that we had? Under the Florida State. Took off Florida State and added Wake Forest. So that cost me. That was a swing. But, as the day went on, I went on a major run from like the 4 o'clock time slot through the, 8 o'clock time slot and ended up, having a 13-6 college basketball day, So, a bit of a monster day for college basketball. Looking to keep it going, went 4-2 the night before. So, just looking to keep it going.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something.
No, BYU got it done against your Iowa State.
Yeah, Cyclones. They did. And I knew it too. Like, I knew that wasn't the spot coming off back-to-back wins, but I went with them anyway.
But you saw some ones like Texas Tech kick the crap out of Kansas State. There was Tennessee shocking win on the road. Cincinnati beating Kansas. So you had some upsets there yesterday.
Yeah. Arizona, I had that one. What else? I was Miami, man. Damn, I wanted that one though. Wanted Miami. Vandy lost. I feel like there was another good one in there.
Duke knocked off Michigan yesterday.
Yeah,
that was free money as far as I was concerned. That was my money line, play for yesterday. UConn got the job done like I knew they would. That was also a money line. Lay a little bit of extra juice on that one. These are just spot plays that came through yesterday, basically. As far as that UConn game went, there was a few others that came through. But yeah, it was there was a lot of good games yesterday. I'll say that.
Creighton is as ass as I be trying to tell y'all they are.
Yeah.
Oh, that team is so garbage, man.
Everyone was humping up on Ole Miss. Yeah, they got smacked.
Yeah, they got smoked.
Yeah, that as they were supposed to. So I mean, for me at least, things were clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah. A win I had that felt good yesterday was South Carolina. I did have that one. I felt like that was a good win.
Texas A&M winning at Oklahoma, that surprised me a little bit.
So, Saturday, there's just be so much going on. You know, so it's like,
Yeah, I sat there all day yesterday. I sat there all day watching basketball. So
Me too. Me too. I'm sitting here sweating my ass off. 13 minutes left in this game. 1-1 still. All right, man. We can talk about today. I ain't here to waste y'all's time, man. I'm here to get in and out of here today. Money making Sunday. Let's start college hoops.
We got all day action today. You know, there's an early NBA game and your college basketball. You can keep yourself watching hoops all day if you want to.
You can.
I miss the NFL though on Sunday. It's not the same.
Man, y'all, the sweat already in we in the middle of the sweat right now. Y'all should be here. If you ain't on USA right now, I don't know what you doing. Matter of fact, what's the live bet right now? I'm gonna get on.
I'm sure it's like minus 130 Canada or something like that.
It is minus 133 Canada plus 117 United States.
Yeah.
I got plus 110 at the start. I'm gonna get back in again.
I would just hold tight with what you've got.
We'll see. It's gonna be a good one to close it out.
I would like to see Ruflo upset. So
I know. I tried to get him to come on so I could laugh.
you could call him live on air when they lose. He won't answer.
College hoops. We got American, Lafayette, UAB, Memphis, Holy Cross, Bucknell, Boston, Lehigh, Niagara Falls versus Ryder. I hardly know her. Ohio State, Michigan State. Iona, Merrimack, Gottlieb's versus Detroit Mercy. I think Gottlieb back. Sacred Heart versus Marist. Y'all want to do it all in one, or y'all want to split it? Right there.
Split it.
All right, we'll split right there, right before 1 Eastern. How you feeling?
All right, in this first slot here, I'm going to take the Ohio State. I'm going to take the Michigan State Spartans and lay the big number. Michigan State's been slipping up lately, only 2-3 over their last 5. They need some big resume, double-digit home wins, and Ohio State really just hasn't impressed me that much this season. So I think Michigan State drills them today. So that's what I like in that early slot.
Javon, would you like to start off today, college hoops?
Yeah, I'll roll with Detroit Mercy. Go.
You're all muted up.
Yeah, so I don't know what you heard, but yeah, I'm on Detroit Mercy. You know, just to play against the Gottliebs after, coming off that strong performance against Oakland. That was a play where it was really a no-brainer. They were catching too many points, and, they ended up winning outright against the Oakland team who hasn't been up to snuff lately. But, in this spot, Detroit, they've been playing some good basketball as of late, and I think with Gottlieb coming back, that might be a little bit of a, deterrent of winning. Think they got up for him in that game, and with this one, with him coming back on the road, I mean, where they have been okay, they're 6-8 on the road. I just like the way that Detroit's playing, quite frankly. So I'm gonna keep it rolling with them. I'm on Memphis. This is a team talented, but they haven't done themselves any favors this whole season. But they did beat UAB at UAB convincingly, I believe, by 10 points in that first game. I think they complete the season series sweep in this one. It's 4.5, 5, get the best number, of course. But UAB actually is 5.5 at DraftKings right now.
Yeah.
And juiced, in their favor. So, the money's coming in on Memphis. I think it's the right move, but after like 6.5, I wouldn't touch it really. So get it now.
This hockey game got me on the edge of my seat over here. God damn. All right. For me, I will agree with you. I'm gonna take Memphis. I think that's a get up for a coach game. We saw Penny kind of really emotional after that loss to USF. I just think this is a get up for coach game, and I like what Jovan was saying. We already seen them beat this team. They're back home, coming off 3 straight losses, but it's a decent little get right spot for them. 4 of their last 5 were played on the road, so finally a spot come back home, coming off 3 straight L's against a team they've already beat, a team they can beat. I think the line tells you what you need to know. It would be Memphis for me laying the points, and I'm gonna agree with Brian. I'm gonna take Michigan State, lay the points on Ohio State. Excuse me. I don't think Ohio State's all that good personally. They've been fortunate. They're coming off of 4 straight home games. Now they're out on the road. Michigan State, we just saw them drum UCLA at home. I think they drum Ohio State as well. So these are 2 teams on 2 different levels. The line tells you what you need to know with Michigan State being this sizable of a favorite. So them the 2 I would take here. I would probably lean towards the Gottliebs, but I can't take them. I don't really take them. So,
Yeah, I think I'll add Memphis as well. I think Memphis, they burned me a lot this season, but super talented with their record coming into this one, yet they're still laying 5.5. I think they get it done here. I like Memphis as well.
All right. We got Rice, Tulane. We got Fairfield, Quinnipiac. We got Youngstown State versus North Kentucky. Robert Morris versus Wright State. PFW Changs, a.k.a. PF Purdue Fort Wayne versus Cleveland State. St. Peter's versus Siena. Canisius versus Mount St. Mary's. Towson versus Drexel. Milwaukee, Oakland. Iowa, Wisconsin. UTSA, Tulsa. And FAU, North Texas to close it out. Javon, what you looking at? Oh, get it out of there.
I'm actually looking at Oakland. The horses kind of left the bone with the line. Last time I saw it, it was at 8.5. Let me check and see now where it's at. Well, yeah, it went back down to 6.5. So major money came back in on Milwaukee, but Milwaukee's just a bad team. I can't put my hard-earned cash with those boys. At 6.5, I still have faith that Oakland could get it done. Like I said, they have been playing bad basketball. That's for damn sure. Losers of 4 straight, and that's both straight up and ATS. But going up against Milwaukee, I think that's the elixir for them to get the win and the cover. So it'll be Oakland. It'll be the Grizzlies for me. Let's see. You know what? I'm on St. Peter's. I'm on the Peacocks in this one. The Peacocks, they kind of own Siena in recent games. Winners of 4 out of their last 5. That's both straight up and against the spread. I know that Siena actually saw Siena's trying to get up there in the MAC standings. They're the 4th seed currently. St. Peter's, though, they are the 2 seed. Recent form, Siena hasn't been really doing all that well. So I'm just going off of that. If they do win, it's going to be a tight one, I believe. They won't win by margin, if at all. St. Peter's, that's the only way I'll play it. I'm kind of curious about the actual line. But not really, because if you look at past games, this line has been, at this mark, 5, 5.5, 4.5, somewhere around there. So at first glance, I would say yes, but then just thinking about it, not so much. I'll take the points regardless of whether that's a thing or not. So it'll be St. Pete for me. Hopefully you could get up to 6, 6.5. It'll definitely be a play some way, somehow, for me. And look, UTSA is a dumpster fire. I really want to lay the points but can Tulsa do it at home? They can. Team total is, I believe, like 91.5 when I checked a couple hours ago. That might be a thing. If you don't want to lay the big number, possibly take them team total over 91.5.
All right. For me, only thing for me here would be St. Peter's, and I would take them plus the 5.5 and straight up money line. Like Javon said, they've already beaten Siena this season. I like what I've been high on St. Peter's the last few weeks. Y'all been hearing me say that, so it would only be St. Peter's for me to close it out. That Iowa, Wisconsin, I don't know. I don't really want to play either team in this spot. So I would, if I had to play it, if you said, Jay, you got to play it, what you going to do? I'm going to say take Iowa. So that'd be my thoughts there. But that's it for me in college hoops. Did we just get a power play?
For me in this last group in here, I got to take the Iowa Hawkeyes. I've been Mr. Wisconsin for a lot of the years, but a lot of the season. But I think this line tells you what you need to know. Wisconsin comes in ranked. They've covered 4 of the last 5. Iowa, that nice little win over Nebraska that nobody expected. So I think it's a one-possession game. Give me points in the pocket with the Hawkeyes. That's where I'm going to be there.
Is this a 4-minute power play?
4 minutes.
If we don't score here, we're ass. Oh, gee. 6 minutes to go, 4-minute power play, bro. Come on, bro. I swear to God.
Jay got major money on the USA team.
I do. Early sweat for no reason.
Yeah, it's too early to be stressing.
Nah, woke up. Turn. So we'll see.
Oof, minus 155. NBA's got a nice card today. If I could pick one game out that I missed, let me see here. Oh, the Rice Owls. The Rice Owls over Tulane today. I think the line's a little bit light here to bet Tulane. Rice, I think they can keep it within the possession, so give me the Owls here. That's it.
All right. Javon, anything for you?
As much as I want to back Towson, Drexel's a different team at home. They're a bad team, but at home they usually rise to the occasion. The money's going in their direction slightly, so with all that being said, I would have to hold my nose and back the Drexel Dragons.
Ooh. We done had so many opportunities, man. We got to cash in, bro. You can't keep playing with a team that's talented, bro. You can't keep playing with Canada. You got to put these boys to sleep like right now.
Yep.
All right. That is college hoops, y'all. Let's go to NBA's. Big NBA card. Personally, I really don't love it that much. I only got 3 games today. All of them in the NBA, but I think the card as a whole kind of tough, to be honest. Let's see. We got
I was going to say, how about those Kings last night? I just looked now. I didn't have any interest in it, but see, you can't. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things.
Oof. 2 minutes down of the 4-minute power play, man. We ain't scored yet.
No, if they don't score on the power play, they're going to lose.
Yeah, if they don't score on the power play, we might be dead. All right, we got the Cavs 4.5-point road favorites over the Oklahoma City Thunder buddies. We got Brooklyn 9.5-point dogs on the road at Atlanta. And we got the Raptors laying 2.5 on Milwaukee. I'm up first here. Small lean for me on Milwaukee. I've been hating on this team, but I kind of like the new look Milwaukee with Cam Thomas over there. This team kind of fighting right now. trying to get back into things till Giannis gets back. I don't really like the Raptors on the road nearly as much as I do at home. And I think this line is priced this competitively for a reason. All I'm saying is I think the Bucks compete. That's all I'm saying. So small lean for me towards Milwaukee. I would lean towards Brooklyn plus the points in this one. I know they've been beat up back-to-back games coming out of the break. The Hawks are the better basketball team. The Hawks should bounce back and win this game today. The Hawks are just not I trust this team to win by double-digit style team. If I had to call it, I would say the Hawks win this game by 7-6 if I had to call it. So lean towards Brooklyn. And Cavs, Thunder. I've talked about how high I am on Cleveland, and I actually really, really, really like this addition of James Harden to the Cleveland Cavaliers. The problem is Oklahoma City is the best team in the league, the defending champs. They shouldn't be a dog on their home floor to anybody, especially not up and over a bucket, dog. I don't give a damn who's in or out of the lineup. So Oklahoma City for me plus the 4.5. As soon as I cash this USA bet, I'm rolling it right over on the Thunder. So yeah, we sweating all damn day. So we'll see what happens, man. I'm taking Oklahoma City plus the 4.5.
You're going to look like me by the time you get to my age. You won't have any hair and you'll be stressing. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
For me in this group in the games here, I'll take the Brooklyn Nets plus the points. A lot of things that you had mentioned. I saw Atlanta Hawks against the Sixers, and they play good team defensive basketball, solid. But I don't want to lay just almost double digits with them. So I think the Brooklyn Nets can keep this within 7 or so. So if I'm going to get 9.5 with the Brooklyn Nets, that's where I'm going to be on this one.
There we go. It's 4-4 now, right now. Oh shit. Jovan, what you looking at?
Yeah. If I'd have caught this game at opening, I would have been on Cleveland. But with it being at 4.5 at this point, it's only dog or pass. With that being said, I can't touch it at this number. I wanted to, rise up to above 6. It could get there throughout the day. I could see a bunch more Cleveland money coming in to the market, and at a certain point, I would have to, just drop the hammer on the Thunder just on the strength. That's how I will play that game in particular. Up till game time, you'll probably catch a big number with the Thunder, and then it's just a play by default for me. That Toronto Bucks game, at first glance, I was looking at the Raptors. They are 17-10 on the road. That actually a better record than they have at home. But with the Bucks' recent form, I gotta back them at home. Being home dogs above possession, so it'll be the Bucks for me.
This is an instant classic right now.
It's too early in the morning. They should have put this.
They should have. I agree with that.
It's a time difference, but I get it.
Yeah, it's like 2:00 p.m. in Italy right now, where they're at. Holy shit, man. 1 minute 30 left in this game. We finna go to overtime between U.S., Canada, and the gold medal game. It don't get no bigger than this. Shit, let me chill before Canada score. Oh, my God. Okay. Let me lock in. We got Denver laying 6.5 on Golden State. We got the Mavs laying 1.5 on Indiana. And we got the Hornets laying 11.5 on Washington. How you feeling, Bittler?
I think this is a great time slot here. I'm going to take those Golden State Warriors here, a team that's only has they missed the cover 4 straight. They just got crushed by Boston. People saw Denver win 157-103. I think we're going to see a lot of nugget money here at -6. So for me, I think Golden State's probably my favorite free pick on the board. And then I'll take those Dallas Mavericks laying points, a team that's lost 10 straight games in a row. We've seen improved play from the Pacers, but I'm just not. I think the line tells you what you need to know here. I'm going to take the Mavericks to lay the points. I think they finally break out of their losing streak.
10 seconds left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. All right, we're going to OT. Woo-hoo, shit. Oh, my God. OMG. Whew. Man. Ain't OT what? 3-on-3? So they finna run. Oh, my God. They're finna run. They finna run McDavid, Draisaitl, and who else? And what's the other dude from oh my God. I think Canada got the edge on the 3v3, bro. They do. They have the edge in the 3v3. Why do they do 3v3? Why don't they just stay 5v5? Like, it's too much on the line for 3v3 right now. Like, oh my God. Javon, my bad. How you feeling?
What's the games that we won the next 3?
We did Dallas, Indiana, Charlotte,
Yep.
Washington, and Denver, Golden State.
Yeah, I wanted to pull the trigger on Denver. No Steph. This team was just looking like a raggedy mess. But with all that being said, it's like at some point Golden State has to punch back. It wasn't against Boston, that's for damn sure. We got the easy money on that one. But Denver, they'll allow you to score now. Don't get it twisted. So, with that being said, 6.5 is a little bit too rich for my blood. I gotta take the points in that spot. Charlotte and Washington. Now, as well as Charlotte has played, over the last month, and not counting the 2 losses that they've taken recently, this is a team that I don't want to lay points with. I know Washington's a bad team. I get it, but at the same time, all the winning that Charlotte has been doing recently, what's it been as underdogs? Maybe slight favorites. Not at this number. So unless you think that they're just gonna, go into Washington, open up a can of whoop ass, you just got to take the points by default. I know, what I said yesterday as far as it's simple. Bad team, tankathon team, fade them. Team that's playing for something, playoff team, or wants to get in the playoffs, back them. But it's not like that in every case, and I think this is one of the cases where you might see Washington actually show some grit. They did beat up on Indiana in those 2 games in that mini series. So whether they get blown out the gym, who knows? They're a bad team. It can happen, but I'm gonna bet against it. I am going to back this home dog.
Yeah, I'm going the other way. I'm taking Charlotte. I'm laying it easy. I think it's a good fade spot of Washington coming off of back-to-back wins in the Tankathon Bowl. This team is not good. They're not trying to win. It's just Indiana wasn't trying to win either. And I think it's a good buy low spot on Charlotte coming off of back-to-back losses. Charlotte has lost 3 of their last 4, but damn, look at the 3 teams they lost to. 3 of the best teams in the league. So I just think now playing a bad team and an inferior team, they get back to regular schedule programming. I'm not worried about this team as an ATS team. They're the second best ATS team in the NBA. So I'm taking Charlotte. I'm laying it.
Not as double-digit favorites, though.
That's fair.
They put in their work as underdogs.
That's fair. I'm gonna take it.
Hold on, my bad, but I get it. Look, it's a hold your nose special for me. So
I get it. That's fair. I'm just selling high on Washington coming off back-to-back wins. Had Washington not won both of those games, it'd be a different story for me, But because they won both and Charlotte's lost both, I just think it's a good spot. I'm gonna take Indiana here. I still don't trust the Mavs on the road. That road numbers is nasty, and I think nobody wants Indiana today coming off of back-to-back losses to Washington.
Yeah, but the Dallas has lost 10 straight games in a row.
Yeah, but what's worse,
And they're on
losing
the
10 straight
road.
games in a row or losing back-to-back to Washington?
Well, I don't know. But I would think that the line would be flip-flopped. I think Pacers should be -2.
That's fair. I think this is the Tankathon ball. I'm not really that involved in it. I would just lean Pacers. Getting points it's kind of the same thing I said about the Washington game, the last two. In the Tankathon bowls, if they're going to give me points with the home team, that's where I'd rather be. So it did me right with Washington against Indiana and those two. I'm going to try to do the same here and take Indiana. It's kind of my thoughts. We'll see. I would say the Mavs are fielding the better roster for whatever that's worth, but it's not many times this season for the remainder of the season that's going to be the case for them. So who knows? And I kind of got the same thoughts on this one as Jovan, or it's like I last night I told myself I was going to take the Nuggets, but like, do I have to? You know, it seems too easy. It seems too easy, and them two easy ones be like the damn Spurs yesterday.
Yeah, take the Warriors, man. I'm telling you.
I can't. The thing is I've been taking the Warriors, and I've been getting killed.
Oh, you'll get it today. Trust me.
I've been getting killed. Like I've been taking them no Curry, thinking I'm smart, thinking everybody on the other side, you know, and
it'll come in today. Denver just scored 150 something and crushed Portland.
They did. I know. You're right. I don't think I can click that button. So I told you I don't really like today's card. I think it's kind of tough, honestly. So it's like
we got the meat and potatoes coming up next, though.
Yeah, we do. So that's my thoughts on those three. Final three. Let's talk about it, man. Final four.
There's 5 left, I think.
Is it? 4.
Boston, Philly, yeah.
2, 3. Oh yeah, it is 5 left. Oh shit. It's 11 games today. I'm not 10. I'm tripping. So we'll do all 5. It's okay. We got Celtics, Lakers. Celtics 1.5 point road favorites. We got Sixers 8.5 point road dogs at Minnesota. We got the Knicks laying 10.5 on your Chicago Bulls. Suns getting 3.5 against Portland following that double overtime thriller. Jalen Green hits the game winner and then runs over.
I can't believe the Magic let us down yesterday.
Drea, that shit pissed me off. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that shit had me hot.
Double overtime.
Oh my God, that shit had me hot, bro. What a shot, though, man. What a shot.
What you were saying about Drea? I know Jalen Green didn't run into her arms.
As soon as he hit the shot, he didn't dap up his teammates, nothing. He ran right to her, gave her a kiss. First thing he did.
Man.
Hot. You hear me? Mad. Mad as fuck.
Yeah, disgusting display.
Yeah. And we got the Magic 2.5 point dogs on the road at the Clips. Jovan, what you thinking to close out the day, man?
Look, I think off of that heartbreaking loss, I think that the Magic continue to lose. That's what I think. Lose the same game twice type of action over here, like I would, look for in college football. Yeah, I mean, look, as long as Kawhi's out there doing what he does, and you got Mathurin, busting ass, I gotta back the Clippers. They're coming off a close loss to the Lakers, a highly entertaining game. I think that they bounce back nicely in this one. And like I said, this is a fade spot, against the Magic team who shouldn't have lost that game, but somehow they did. And yeah, it's gonna carry over till today. I'm on my Celtics. And this is just, and the reason why it's not a premium strictly is because I actually like the Luka, Reeves, tandem with LeBron taking the back seat. If LeBron's trying to, do what he does and mess up the chemistry, which is what I think is going to happen. Yeah, there's going to be Celtics running away with this thing. Prime time game, NBC game. LeBron's going to want to do something. So, it's going to. If he does something, I believe that the Lakers do lose this game handily. It's just one of those things. The way that they're constructed, Luka needs to be the conductor of this train. If he's not, what are we doing? That's how I'm looking at it. So yeah, it'll be Celtics for me. Better defensive team by far. Lakers, little to no resistance on defense. If you see the Celtics hunker down on D, you're gonna see a lot of misses from the Lakers and a lot of transition points for the Celtics. So it'll be Celtics for me.
It's Lakers for me, but it's not a premium for me either. And as of this second, I don't have no money on it. And Derek, ball, because he low-key is, bro. He low-key is. Jaylen Brown is low-key the Luka stopper. And as Luka's biggest fan, I just know. I just know. You just got to know. If you know, you know. But in that same breath, though, it's like Lakers plus money at home, crypto, I can't pass it up, bro. I think this is a legitimate 50-50 game, and getting points in my back pocket or plus money with the home team, that's where I want to be, so especially with my team, so that's kind of my thoughts on the game. Again, it's not a premium for me. It's not something I'm rushing to the window and putting the house on, nothing like that. I lean Lakers. I'm just here to tell you my thoughts. Yeah. I got to preface it that way because they're going to flood me if they lose. Jay, you said Lakers. Minnesota, Philadelphia. This is a game I'm not betting either. I lean Minnesota. What the hell was that second half yesterday, Philadelphia? What was that? And if Embiid don't play again today, it's until it's kind of crazy because at the beginning of the season I was saying, man, fuck Embiid. They don't need him. They balling without him. Now they need him. They need him. What are they? 1-9 last 10 without him? They struggling mightily without Embiid. And I know laying multiple possessions with Minnesota at home, I'm asking for it. They're the house of disappointment. I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all, you know what I mean? But I lean that way. It's just one of those games. So that's my thoughts. Do I really want to lay 10.5 with the Knicks on the back end of a back-to-back with travel following that comeback win against the who'd they play last night? The Rockets. That's what it was. Not really. Forced to play, that's where I would go, though, because the Bulls, I don't know what the hell they got going on. They went into the brink outright tanking. They've come out of it outright tanking. And, they have no signs of life, not even a pulse. I don't even want to lean that way. I don't want to look that way. It would only be Knicks, but because of the spot, I'm not betting it. So, this is what I meant earlier when I said I just don't really like the cards. You know what I mean? I just don't.
No, it's a suspect NBA card, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's a lot of games, but I don't love it. The Suns, 3.5-point dogs coming off the double overtime win. Keep an eye on this injury report. I would lean Blazers, especially after losing by 50.
That ripped my heart out, yep.
I would lean Blazers in this one. I think them up and over a bucket favorite on the road speaks volume. Jay, you're an idiot because guess what? I'm going back to Orlando. I'm going back to them. I got to. I genuinely believe in this team. I genuinely believe they're better than the Clippers. Is it a terrible spot? Yes, it is. It's a god-awful spot on a back end of a back-to-back with travel following a double overtime loss. Oh, my God. It's a terrible spot. But that's why I'm getting points, right? And I'm getting plus money. They're a young team, so I'm really not all that worried about it as some other teams might about the travel and the dead legs and all that. I'm not as worried about it. And then the Clippers, I genuinely believe this team's going to fall off. I didn't like the comments from Kawhi Leonard the other day. Kawhi Leonard basically said, yeah, I think it's over. We're not making playoffs this year. What kind of quote is that from your star in this position? So it's just I know they've played well coming out of the break. For me, this is a fade everybody play. I think people are going to want to take the Clips. They've looked good coming off of back-to-back solid performances. They came back and got the backdoor cover against the Lakers, and they beat the Nuggets. I think a lot of people still going to want to be on the Clips today. Nobody going to want to be on the Magic because of how they broke our heart last night, and it's a terrible spot. But I think they come in, get this done, and get the win. Give me Orlando.
I don't know. Someone should tell Kawhi that they are currently the 9th seed, and they would be in the play-in game.
Right.
Right. Maybe he's playing, Jedi mind tricks with his team or something.
Maybe look, I wouldn't put it past him to do that type shit either. But
he
did say those words. I was like, what?
You look at the team, right? And I get it. They don't have Harden anymore. They don't have Zubac. But look, Mathurin, he's a dog out there.
He's a dog.
You know what I'm saying? And they get Garland back.
I didn't love me some Mathurin in Indiana. He's a dog.
Yeah, you get Mathurin. I mean, you get Garland. Now you need some length. That's for sure. But look, the pecking order is Kawhi and everybody else anyway. So I mean, I've seen him get it done with comparable talent. On his team. So that was years ago, but
fair enough. Biller, close us out, my man. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'll finish it out. Out of this slot, I like the Boston Celtics laying the points. MGM has Boston at -2.5. It's pretty tempting to take the flashy LeBron and Luka Lakers at plus money. It's just Boston does it under the radar. They crushed the Lakers earlier this season in Boston, but so it is revenge for the Lakers. But I think this line tells me what I need to know. I'll take the Celtics, and I'll take the Sixers plus the points. This is just a lean. Seems like a lot. Yesterday I had the Pelicans. The Sixers are, even with just Maxey and VJ, I think they should be able to bounce back a little bit. They're not going to win the game, but I think they can keep it respectable. I'll take the Sixers.
Ain't mad at it. Fade Minnesota, getting a bundle is usually a good idea. But it's just like, damn, they look so bad in that second half yesterday.
Yeah, without Max, even Maxey was missing a couple threes. So, I was proud of the Pelicans. They were rebounding, shooting 3-point.
Where was that the night before when they got flooded by Milwaukee? Like, it's the thing. NBA so up and down right now. They pissing me off.
Look, there was a DeAndre Jordan sighting. He had 10 rebounds in by the second quarter, in the second quarter, at the half. I said, hold on, because I had VJ Edge come forward, extend clip, 7+ rebounds. It looked like he was going to get there. He didn't get there. But I'm looking at the play-by-play box score, whatever, and I saw DeAndre Jordan 10 rebounds. I said, where the hell he come from? Like, what the heck? So a bad rebounding team turned into a suddenly good rebounding team, and that second half, it's just they came out of that locker room guns blazing, and the Sixers, they just laid down.
Yep. All right, man. That's it. That's all, y'all. Money making Sunday. Biller, what you got going on today over at Pick Dawgz Premium?
Nope. Cashed my titanium yesterday. 100 wins and 59 losses. Last 159 titanium, 63%. My best bet is in the NBA, and you got all day to get in on it. So check it out at PickDawgz.com for just $30, or get it as part of my private players 3-pack, 2 NBA, 1 college hoops for $50 at PickDawgz.com. Team me up with any one of these guys for a 2-for-1 capper special.
Biller, hop on with the man. Continue to kick the crap out of the books. Javon, what you got going on today?
Yeah, coming off a strong Saturday, strong Friday, and looking to make it a strong Sunday. To make it a clean sweep for this weekend. I only have 2 plays right now. I might put up a third. Well, I'm most likely to put up a third because I like to have 3 plays, make a 3-pack out of this thing. So my top college basketball play is on the board, and my top NBA play is on the board right now. That's a halftime play, a first half play. So, you want to get in and get out, jump on that. That's going to come to fruition. So right now 2 plays, might have a third. Jump on long term so you get all that action.
Hop on with Javon over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Hey, the 3v3 just started. I'm over sweating my ass off again. That was a hell of a shot we just shot, and Canada came back. Hellebuck stopped it. OMG. Woo!
As soon as I turn it on, it'll be over. I'll get downstairs after we're done.
Yeah, next goal wins, so you better turn it on right now.
Yeah.
For me today, though, I'm short street swim. I got 3 plays today, all in the NBA. My best bet's later on in the day. So you can hop on the 3-pack. You can hop on my best bet. I've cashed 6 of my last 8 on my top play of the day. I did drop it yesterday. I had the Magic. What a heartbreaker. So, you got the dog. They go to double overtime and lose on a buzzer beater game-winning 3. What can you do? So back at it today. Money making Sunday. It's been a solid week overall. Let's keep it rolling. All right. Parlay time, man. Parlay. What you parlaying, Brian?
I'll go Iowa Hawkeyes plus the points, Golden State Warriors plus the points, and the Boston Celtics minus the points.
What you parlaying up, Mr. Two-Teamer?
Yeah, I think at least one, if not two teamers hit yesterday for me. For the show, and I hit my videos for the past 2 nights as far as the 2 teamers. But no, be that as it may, Celtics matched it up with the Clippers. That's one. Memphis Tigers matched that up with the Oakland Grizzlies. Trying to put together one more real quick.
Let's go!
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Game over.
Let's go! Man, come on, man!
Poor Chris.
I hope he had a 1.5. That was the play.
USA!
Yeah, we got it perfect. See, I told you as soon as we'd be done with this, I'd get down there to be over.
Let's go! What a shot, boy! Holy
Who
shit!
got it?
Was that to Chuck?
I couldn't tell who it was that scored, but I saw it.
Ooh. We just won the goal! Fuck it. Hey, man, I'm glad. I just sweated this with y'all, man. This was a hell of an experience. Oh, my God. Wow.
That was a good game.
That was a good game. Holy
I'm going to put in one more. St. Peter's matched it up with Golden State Warriors.
Holy shit. Okay. That was turn. I'm going to go Portland, Indiana, 2-teamer. If you want to make it a 3-teamer, add Milwaukee. So 3 games I like, but it's like, do I really want to bet them? So I'll parlay them. We'll see what happens. All right. But I just told y'all a minute ago what I'm doing. So the first one's done. We just got it done with USA. Now we roll it over. Sweat continues. What a morning. What a start to the day, man. Shout out USA. Shout out the gold. Wow. That's all for the show today, though, man. Perfect way to end it. Like, wow. Brian, you got any final words?
Well, good way to start the day, and hopefully sweep the board and make a comeback off yesterday's 2 and 3. So definitely looking forward to some basketball.
There you go. Jovan, any final words, sir?
Yeah, y'all make sure Jay and the crew act more professional throughout the week.
Tomorrow's show might get a little disrespectful. So, hey, man, the NHL hockey run through us, and now, and even in the Olympics, hockey run through the USA. What a show. What a day. See y'all tomorrow, man. Make it a good one. Hope y'all have a great day today. We out of here.